Should Russell T Davies step down? Yes. End of video. Let's speak about it a bit more deeper. Hello guys, welcome back to New Who HQ. We've got a Christmas special next year, and I believe a season is set to be announced the year after, and trust me, I'm happy with that. I know I have to wait a year and a bit for more Doctor Who, but still, I was expecting 2 or 3 years to wait because I didn't think Disney were going to give us the update as soon as we got it. So I was thinking at least until after the War Between Land and the Sea. But no, we've got it. And Russell T Davies is writing the Christmas special, and I believe that should be his last episode. Firstly, I want to get it out there. A lot of people hate on Russell T Davies. I'm not one of them. I think he's a fantastic writer, and we need to give that man credit for bringing back Doctor Who in the first place in 2005. I don't think the show would have came back if it wasn't for him, or not for as long as it did, to get the popularity that it reached again. But also, he managed to work with Disney Plus and bring it into this brand new era. Yes, it didn't go as planned, but he still did that. Not many people probably want to run Doctor Who because it's a tough show to run, so let's give him all the credit and let's not hate on him, please. But it is time for him to step back. I do have issues of how he dealt with Ncuti Gatwa's era. I don't like his storytelling of finales, of how he just brought back special effects monsters from Classic Who, made them roar a little bit, made everyone scared for a cliffhanger, and then get it done in 10 minutes. I don't like that, and I will admit, I am critical of him for how he done those things. But either way, give him his merit, give him his due for what he has done. But it is, even if his era with Ncuti Gatwa went fantastically, it's time for a new showrunner. We need someone new to come into Doctor Who, someone who's got fresh takes, fresh ideas, fresh ways of storytelling. As I've said, I was getting a little bit annoyed with the same storytelling techniques that Russell T Davies has been using and was using back in 2005, 2006, which they're good forms, they can be, but repetitiveness, it's getting a little bit boring now. Do I think he will? It all depends if the BBC can find someone, and I have got a few names. Firstly, when I say someone new or fresh ideas, they haven't got to be have never been in Doctor Who before. They can still be associated if they've written an episode, and I do not want Stephen Moffat to come back. Now, I think Stephen Moffat is the best showrunner Doctor Who has ever had, but I don't want him to come back for the exact same reasons as I've just explained with Russell T Davies. And Moffat was far from good of his finales, an absolute mess, some of them were. So who do I think should come in as the new showrunner? Well, my top choice is Pete McTighe. He's known for writing Kablam in Jodie Whittaker's era, which is probably my favourite from her, definitely from that series, but if not from her whole era. You've also got Toby Whitehouse. That's a name I've heard for a few years now, and he's written some fantastic Doctor Who episodes, some that I adore, like The God Complex, School Reunion, Under the Lake, Before the Flood, that 2-parter. And he also did the sci-fi fantasy Being Human. That's another show that he did. So he's got experience of doing sci-fi, he's got experience of doing Doctor Who episodes, and I think all of the episodes that he did there were all very, very different and stand out in their own unique way. So he's also my top choice for that. But maybe it's time to get a woman showrunner, maybe even 2 people co-running it. That's also another idea. So there are other things that can be done, but I don't think we should be going back to Russell T Davies. And, I'm not going to stop watching the show if they do it, but I will not be the happiest if they decide to continue with Russell T Davies. So that's it really, short video I know. Let me know what you think. Do you think Russell T Davies should continue as showrunner beyond the 2026 Christmas special? I'm totally fine with him doing the Christmas special, by the way. I think I always would have wanted him to. I hope it ties up his era. I understand it's a Christmas special. It's got to be a bit more light and fluffy, and you could not tie up what he had in his era into one episode, but in a bit more of a better way than ending on how it did. Sorting out the Billy Piper thing, introducing the new Doctor. He absolutely needs that episode to bow out. Or maybe he decides to stay for another series to tie up loose ends with more time. So there are other options. I just don't want him to be the future of Doctor Who like it kind of has been portrayed with Disney Plus and that whole deal and era. So if you're new to the channel and you'd like to subscribe and give this video a like, that would help me out massively. Thank you ever so much to Paul and Meg, who are my channel members. If you'd like to join, that'd help me out massively. Link in the description. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, subscribe, comment, said all that already. I'll see you all very, very soon. Goodbye.